Hey guys, Leif here from iTech. Today I'm going to show you how you can set up printing a booklet using the cover mode in the print driver. So the cover mode is quite handy if you want to have a different paper type for the cover of the booklet. So I'm just going to go, I've got my PDF open on the screen here. So this is how I would set up and print all our brochures internally, and it's a really handy function. So we're going to go into print. I'm going to select my printer. I've got the Konica Minolta C308, and we're going to go into the properties. So this is a PDF document and it's 12 pages. So we go into properties, and I've actually set this up already as a favorite setting, so I'll use that and I'll go through the settings with you. I've called this favorite A3 book with cover, and when I click on that I've got my settings right. So I'm just going to go through the tabs and tell you what I've changed to make this work. So the original size of the booklet is A4 sorry, and I've set it up to print on the paper size A3 because I'd like to use the bigger A3 paper, and that will be folded in half into an A4 booklet. Next thing down here, I've changed the output method from print to save in user box and print because I'd like to save this brochure for future reference, so I can just reprint it on the Konica device at any time. And when I select user box / print here, I go into the user settings, and I'm going to give my brochure a name, and I'm going to set up the user box where I store it in. So I'll show you this on the device later how that adds up. So just OK to that. Next thing I've set up is the print type. So that's changed from one-sided to booklet because I'd like it to be in booklet mode. And I've ticked the center staple and fold function. So and you need the booklet finisher, the optional booklet finisher to do this. So that's all the changes on this tab. The next one is the basic tab, and this is very important. Click on the paper settings for each tray, and you can see that I've got plain paper in all trays except for the bypass tray, because I've already preloaded the bypass tray with the A3, and I've set it to thick 2, which is the thick cover that I would like to use as my front and back on the booklet. So I've basically, you can see it's thick 2 there. If it's not showing up there, just click the reflect device status button to get the right paper in there. Okay. Next one, I've selected the paper tray for the main booklet. This is where I've got my plain paper, and in this particular case I've got A3 in tray number 2, tray number 1, just for your reference, that's A4 paper. So I'm selecting tray 2 for the main booklet. Then I haven't made any other changes there, so we go to the layout screen, and yeah, no other changes in there. Just make sure that's set to booklet. The finish tab, again, that's the same as I've got on my tab, so I've ticked the center staple and fold. But this part, the cover mode, very important. You want to tick this front cover button, and you want to select print, not blank, because then it'll insert a blank page without printing anything on it. So we're going to select print. And the front cover tray, which is where I've got the thicker paper, I've selected that to be the bypass tray. So that means you have to select tray 1, tray 2, or your plain paper for the inside of the booklet, and then a different tray for the thicker paper. And that's it. I'm now set up to go. And if you do this, you can click the add button up here and save it as your own favorite setting, so you don't have to go through all these settings again. Just click add to add a new favorite setting, give it a meaningful name, and you've saved that for, so when you needed to print another booklet or another document, you've got it all ready to go. So just OK that and hit print. And that's it. We'll now just have a look at the device, and I'm going to show you how it's stored on the device and how it's printed out. Okay, so now we're in front of the Konica Minolta BizHub, and I'm going to show you how we've set this up, printing these booklets with two different types of paper. So we've got the paper inside and we've got the thicker cover paper. So if we have a look over here, I'm using the A3 paper, so this is what we set up in the printer driver before, in the preferences there. This is the tray 2 with the plain A3 paper, and on the bypass tray on the side here, we've got the cover paper, so that's the thicker 200 GSM paper. And when I feed that in there, I'm just going to show you one thing in here that is very important to set on the copy screen. So go into the copy screen, we're going to go into the paper, and you can see I've got tray 1 and 2, and we've got the bypass tray on the side there, and you can see here I've already set it to thick 2. And the way I did that, I highlight the tray, change tray setting, and make sure you select the correct thickness that you're using there. So when I select thick 2, I can see that as that's 158 to 209 GSM. Okay, so that's basically the setup. Now I'm going to go back to the home screen, and we're going to go into the user box. So this is where we saved the booklet or the document from the computer. So we go in there, you can see I've already got 2 documents in there. I'm just going to print this one because that's the most recent, so I'll just highlight that, print, and select how many you want and hit start. And this is an absolutely brilliant way to save all your marketing materials, so that you know, especially for those things that don't change very often, you just save it in there once, you know that it's perfectly set up, and anyone can walk up to the device and reprint more of those. So while that's printing out, I'll just show you this document here. You can't really see the thickness of the paper obviously, but the cover is that the front and back of the booklet, so that's on a thick paper. So that's printed from the bypass tray, and the pages inside comes from tray number 2. So it looks very professional, very good presentation. And now we'll just wait for that booklet to finish printing. You can actually notice now it's printing the cover last, and I can see that's it's actually slowing down the process a little bit because it's got the thick paper in there, and that's really important to get the best possible quality, and to avoid paper jams or crappy quality prints. If you don't tell the printer you've got the thick paper in there, it doesn't work very well. So there we go. That's our booklet, my brochures ready to go.